What's up, everybody? Anton here from dropshiplifestyle.com. And right now I'm looking at a message in Slack that was sent from another company that is basically an e-commerce influencer. And this is a company that we reached out to from our content team because we're looking for different quotes from other e-commerce companies that basically sell a lot of products online, that know how to build a brand. And we're looking for quotes on branding, okay? Very important for branding. So we were trying to get their advice, their feedback, and their take on what branding is and why it's so important for dropshipping. Now, this one person, and I'm not going to call anybody out, I'm not going to give anybody's names, especially because this isn't the person, this is someone on their support staff, but they responded to our inquiry for a quote, and they said, I'm happy to pass this on, but branding and dropshipping are not really synonymous with each other. So that line right there, branding and dropshipping are not really synonymous with each other. When I first saw this, when my team member forwarded this to me, I honestly was pretty upset. I was like, wow, like that's, it makes it almost like degrading, right? Like why they're not the same thing, they're totally different. Why would you brand, a dropshipping store? And that's kind of what I was thinking. So after a while, I was like, well, how should I even respond to this? And then I thought about it more and I realized, you know what? This person that responded kind of calmed down, not as mad, but I'm realizing the reason he probably responded this way is because for the past, year and a half, 2 years, maybe longer, most of what you see online when people talk about dropshipping is about finding a hot product, throwing up a quick website, trying to get Facebook ads to click really fast, getting a whole bunch of sales, getting products from China, and just kind of this thing that's not about a long-term strategy, right? So when I did take that step back, when I thought about it, I realized, you know what? This person is probably not the only one that thinks this, even though it's entirely incorrect if you do things the right way. So that is why I wanted to discuss what branding actually is and how you can make sure that you're constantly branding your own dropshipping store if you want to be around for the long term. So that is what we're going to discuss in this week's episode of Dropship Weekly. So the first thing I should clarify in this video, when I'm talking about branding, I'm not referring to what I normally talk about, which is selling other people's brands. Now, yes, you're still going to be doing that, right? A big reason that we're able to get so much traffic and such high conversion rates on our stores is because we're actually, leveraging other companies' brand equity. So this is still all totally relevant. You should still be selling for other people's brands. You should still be promoting them as that brand name. And again, cashing in on the brand equity that they're building up in the marketplace, right? Now, with that being said, how can you do that and simultaneously build your own brand? Because your own brand is what's going to make sure customers keep coming back to you. Your own brand is what's really going to solidify you in your space. Your own brand is how you're going to become an authority. It's going to be, how your name just gets out there and how your business kind of snowballs and becomes, hopefully, ideally, if you do this right, the number one player in your niche. So I made some notes so I don't leave anything out. This will be a quick video, but here are some things that you could focus on, okay? So first thing that you're going to have to do, obviously, is niche down. Now, you can't build a brand if you're going to sell one of everything, right? Because when I'm talking about brands, what I'm really talking about is the entity, so not you personally, but the business entity that people respond to. And the best way I can explain this is to give you examples. So if you were out there and you just sold everything under the sun, picture something like Amazon, right? They are a brand, but they don't have anything that people really identify with. People go there because they get fast shipping and because you could buy, whatever. There's all types of little trinkets and what I just ordered a memory card. I ordered from Amazon, right? So stuff like that. So what I'm talking about though is building a niche store where you could find your tribe online, where you could find your people and they could find you. So one example is a couple friends I have run a store where they sell all different types of grilling and smoking products. Okay, so think things like different smokers for your backyard, gloves that people wear, the things that mix all the meat up, and I'm not into it, but everything those people use. Now, they drop ship their products, okay? Their store at this point, they're gonna switch to private labeling also, but at this point is 100% drop ship. Now, they have a huge brand, and it's not about their products, okay? And this is what's important. When you're building a brand for your e-commerce store, it's not about your products, it's about your people. And the way that you build a brand is by creating content that your people will respond to, that they'll engage with, that is just just relevant for them. So some examples from this, grilling example, they have all different social pages with massive followings, but things like Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, things like YouTube channels, and they're not just posting on it saying, hey, go buy, smoker number model 123. Instead, they're posting different memes about grilling, right? And different pictures making fun of vegans, right? And they're posting different YouTube videos that are showing how to grill all different types of things. And they're showing different Instagram pictures of food that they've cooked on their grills. And on their blog, they're posting different recipes that people that, are interested in grilling can use and go and post a photo of it, right? So with the branding, it's not about the products. And this is the biggest thing that I hope you could take away from this. If you are building a store, you're working on the dropship model, and you really do want to build a brand for yourself, it's not, this is all important, but it's not just picking a cool domain name. It's not just about, logos and typography and all that, like all very important. But the real brand is making sure that the content that you're creating, and yes, you have to create content to do this right, but making sure that it's resonating with your people. Now, what's cool about this is once you start accelerating this by kind of paying to get your stuff in front of people, if you do it right and if you match your message with your audience, what's going to happen is they're going to be just like a magnet. They're going to be attracted to you. Because if you put, a funny meme that's talking about something with, I don't know, why vegans, whatever, making fun of vegans, right? Not saying you should do this, but if you do that, then someone that grills, that has that mentality, they're going to like it, they're going to comment on it, they're going to share it, and then their friends that they grill with are going to see it, they're going to like it, they're going to comment on it, they're going to share it, and that's how you could build up these followings. Now, all of these people are going to be engaging with your, in this case, Facebook page, right? If you're sharing it on Facebook. Now, what's cool about that is you can retarget them with ads to buy your products, but you can also retarget them with ads to new content. And maybe that content, like I was just mentioning, is cross promotion. Maybe it's a new recipe. So they see a funny meme, maybe it goes viral in that community. Maybe you get 10,000 likes on it and 500 comments. Okay, cool. Now you could set up an ad from your company, from your brand, that's remarketing to those people, that's sending them to a recipe. Then you could send people that view the recipe to one of your products. So that's, again, what branding is all about, okay? The logo, the colors, yes, it's important, but that's not what's gonna build you a community that's gonna keep buying from you, that's gonna keep coming back, and that's gonna have your name get solidified in whatever space you're in. So let me give you another example, right, of something that's maybe not as obvious as if you were in the grilling niche, okay? Something that's super boring is outdoor furniture. Let's say that's your niche, you sell patio furniture, right? So how can you brand that? Well, I don't know, whatever. Make a website, perfectpatio.com. Of course, you're going to follow the normal process in the dropship blueprint. You're going to get approved with all the best suppliers. You're going to upload all the products. But why are people going to look at your stuff over others? Well, you got to get creative. So one thing you could do possibly is reach out to different interior designers, right? So go on Google, type in, where does outdoor furniture sell well? Probably California. So type in California interior designers. Email all of them and say, hi, this is, Anton from perfectpatio.com. I would really like your take on what's trending this year, on what looks good. If you could send me a photo of like your dream patio and what items are in it, please do that, right? So now you have these people, basically influencers, people that already are in that space, sending you different images, sending you different content. And the content really, it's going to keep coming back to that, but that's really key when it comes to branding, because now as you're posting this content on your social pages, again, you're reaching more of these people. In that case, interior designers, right? And they're sharing it and they're commenting on it. And you're building a tribe of people that engage with your stuff. So if you do want to build a brand, and honestly, this doesn't matter if you're in traditional e-commerce and you're importing or private labeling or manufacturing stuff in your kitchen, right? Doesn't matter if you're doing that. Doesn't matter if you're drop shipping. One or the other doesn't mean you automatically are branding your store. But if you're going to have a solid mission, right? Have a solid just reason that you're in business. Make your whole website speak to your perfect customer. Again, whether that's the interior designer that, buys 10K worth of furniture at a time to furnish her customers' backyards, or whether that's, the guy that's grilling every weekend with his friends and always on Facebook just laughing at different memes. Whoever that person is, know who they are, create unique content for them. put it in front of them by using all the social channels. The thing is, like, a lot of people think like, oh, I'll just make a great blog and people will find me. Yes and no, that takes a lot longer. Start with the social stuff because that's really where you can get like exponential results. Things can snowball fast. If you match your message with your market, people will respond to your company, to your brand. When they're ready to buy, they will come to you, and you'll be able to really kind of slide into existing markets really fast, if you do this right. So if you have any questions on this, let me know. And again, if I didn't mention this before, some of the reasons you do want to do this is because you're going to get people that not only become your customers, but they are going to become brand ambassadors. They are going to actually like you and respect you. And when I say you, I mean your company, but respect your company for putting this, funny stuff out there or this educational stuff out there, or whatever it is that benefits them. And that's what the brand is built around on, right? All the products that you sell them, that's secondary when it comes to branding. It's not about that. It's about the content you put out. It's about hooking them that way. And then when they're ready to buy, again, you are the store that comes to mind. You are the one that's always in front of them. You are the one that they choose to do business with. So even if you want to start with this model dropshipping, eventually transition into private labeling, doesn't matter, works for everything and anything, but that is how you get it ahead of the game. That's how you do branding the right way. And that's how dropshipping and branding really do go hand in hand. Again, don't build a website if you wanted to sell, let's just go back to the first example, smokers, put a picture of a smoker on it and say, this product is $500, whatever, ships in 2 to 3 days, click here. You're not building a brand that way, right? That's not going to do it. It's everything else on top of that. It's building your tribe, finding your people, and bringing them into your brand. And from there, I could talk about this for hours. Maybe I will in a webinar coming up soon. And any questions, let me know, and I'm happy to answer them in the comments. So thank you, everybody, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.